But Nick, kind of like I guess the big topic of the show is I'm just gonna call them leaks because I'm for sure that this is happening. But Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a remake.
Remake or remat? Like, I don't know what to call it. Do you call it a remake? Do you call it a remaster? I'm
They'll,
sure it's.
they'll call it a remake. I'm sure they
You think
will.
so?
Maybe. I mean, I genuinely don't understand this move if it comes to fruition, which I think it will. But
So I've been thinking about it. Do you think it's just like one of those like $10 upgrades, kind of like with Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut?
they already have that though. They already have like they already have like an upres version on
They do?
PS5. Yeah, for Horizon.
Oh, they did a 60
Hmm.
FPS patch.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. I don't think they charge people for it, but it's already got a boost on PS5. So
So it's already benefited from the hardware.
it's already benefited. And
So what
the
would they
game's
do?
5 years old. like
So what would
it's
they do in this case? Upres it?
I think they're
To
just gonna
4K?
like yeah. I think they're probably gonna upres it. There are screenshots of like Aloy, like her hair is got a lot more detail, stuff like that. Like some of the jewelry, whatever you want to call it, she's wearing is a lot more detailed.
Are these leaked images?
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
I don't get it. Like because it's already got like who's clamoring for this?
Are they going to charge $70 for it?
I'm sure they will.
I mean, I guess they have to, right? They
Because
already set the price.
I think they're so I think with this the as part of like the leaks or rumors whatever you want to call it they're going to be adding like co-op to it so like you can fight the robot dinosaurs or whatever kind of like a not a raid but I don't know I
Like a
think
horde
like
mode.
yeah like a horde mode or something like that um
Okay.
or you can team up to maybe fight like a really high level monster or something like that so kind of cool. I mean that's like Monster Hunter ish esque whatever.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that, at least they're adding something new to the game versus just a you know a upres. But again, the game's 5 years old. It looked great when it launched. I don't know why they're. I mean, it's their money to blow, but why would you? I would rather them remaster something else, like some of their older stuff.
Like Bloodborne.
Yeah, where's Bloodborne? Where's like can we get like a upres version of Bloodborne at least? You know, like 60 frames per second, blah whatever. Like where's that at? I
Yeah,
just
I'm wondering who wants this because anyone with a PS5, they're benefiting from having they're benefiting when having uh, Zero Dawn. Like it's getting the 60 frames. It's probably getting upresed to a degree. Performance is better.
yeah
Like how else can you package that and sell it for a premium? Like it's one thing to do it's one thing to do like Death Stranding and have like a $10 upgrade path and kind of like try to give it new life
yeah
on the PS5 and especially like filling in like a period of time where they didn't have many releases. Like that's what that game, that's what Ghost of Tsushima kind of filled in. But with this, it's like this it's just not really necessary. You just had um Forbidden West come out. Like I doubt people are clamoring to play this huge open world RPG again.
yeah. I would play Last of Us Part
Weird.
One again before I played. Like I have zero, and I really liked Horizon. But I have zero interest going back and playing that again. You know they're going to charge $70 for it. You know they will.
Dude, Jimbo.
I man,
Jimbo's bad, dude.
yeah, he's running that he's running PlayStation to the ground at this point. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't know if they're gonna run into the ground, but
maybe not. You know, they've had record success with the PS5. Like whatever. Like as money wise, they're fine. But like
reputation wise,
you know,
maybe.
you put out the Last of Us remake, and you have your brown nosers, you have the fans that are going to justify whatever you put out, and if they do this again and they put out this Horizon game and it's
Complete
and
edition.
again this is leaks, rumors, whatever, and if they put it out definitive edition $70 and people buy it, like at some point like we people have got to vote with their wallet and make this stuff not okay. A 5-year-old game is getting a remake. Like, man, like what's next? Are they gonna do Ghost of Tsushima? Is that next? Are they gonna do Spider Man? Like,
Well, they already did Spider-Man.
did they? I don't know.
They when they released Miles Morales, they did a Spider-Man remaster.
Yeah, but now they'll do a remake. Like, where does the line get drawn on this stuff? Like, it's crazy. It just
Surprised God of War hasn't gotten a PS5 release.
that'll honestly probably be next. If this is true, whatever. Like we could see that come out like, within a few, like, sometime next year or something. Like, oh, God of War 2018 remaster remake.
It feels like they're kind of creatively bankrupt right now. They really don't have anything outside of the PS4 era, and they're kind of like riding the coattails of Sean Layden, who kind of like set up the PS4's legacy.
Yeah, I mean,
And now that's kind of all they have. Is like, okay, what can we do from what we did on the PS4? That's what it feels like.
yeah, I don't know. It's from a company that is just not believe in generations. They're still supporting the PS4, which I get it. They can only put out so many PS5s, but there's also really no PS5 games. Say what you want about Xbox. Obviously, Xbox is way worse in situation with exclusives, but
Yes.
PlayStation really hasn't had much. I mean, on the PS5 itself, but
You could argue that Xbox doesn't have any games to remake.
this is true. This is very. I mean, they could still do like Gears. Like all I'm saying is next year tides are gonna be they're gonna change, and as far as
What do you think? You think so? Like, what is Xbox has? What, Starfield, Redfall, and those are both new IP. So
Yeah.
that's like you just don't know. You don't know
Yeah.
if those are going to be hits. I mean, obviously Starfield's going to sell well, but Redfall, you never know. It could end up like that other like the zombie game that came out last year.
Oh, Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Yeah.
Could end up like that.
Let's just say tides could change next year.
Tides could change.
So I don't know. It just I think you're right. I think just creatively they're not quite sure what to do. Their Game Pass competitor isn't. I mean, it's not a competitor. I don't know. I just
Well, let me just tell you this. I'm not moving until the end of the month officially, but I've already packed up my PS5.
yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna play right now?
Nothing until God of War.
Yeah.
Everything else is either coming to Game Pass or coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Sorry we're dogging on Sony so much, but like honestly, with how Jim Ryan is running it, they kind of deserve it. And I know this is just a leak. It's not it's not gospel yet.
Yeah.
But
it's highly likely. It's
highly
I think
likely.
We're good.
I mean,
I did see something on Twitter. It was like, I really hope that Nintendo does a remaster of Breath of the Wild to just mess with them.
Yeah, they can't catch a break with Horizon.
Yeah,
Coming out near Breath of the Wild and right near Elden Ring.
I wonder if this has to do with like Horizon sales. Like maybe they're just, it didn't sell well. It didn't sell as well as they wanted it to. Kind of like The Last of Us. Only selling like probably a little over 10. Well, they're probably selling more than that by now. But last I heard, it was about at 10 million, and for the game that was just the greatest game of all time, like, you only sold 10 million? But
I mean, it was our game of the year.
Yeah, it was. So,
but it's not selling more than Luigi's Mansion 3. So
yeah, and you have over 100 million consoles out there. So like, they maybe 10% of your base has the game or purchased the game. Again, I think most of the people that have PlayStations play Call of Duty, and that's it. Like they play like
My take.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When all this stuff goes down and Call of Duty officially goes over, if they do, I think people will move. I don't think people necessarily care about PlayStation like that. Otherwise, we would see it in the numbers. We
I
would
don't know,
see
man.
like,
Go on Twitter. People,
oh well, yeah, well they're the brown nosers. They're the ones that are
yeah.
either they'll praise anything that Sony does, and justify anything that they do. But yeah,
Yeah, if I ever see a profile picture on Twitter that has either the Xbox logo or the PlayStation logo like behind their head somewhere, I'm like, all
yeah,
right, I'm not going to trust anything they say.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a moot point.